Like, you understand how important it is. You know, I watch a lot of stuff on Deion Sanders, and he's so motivating on
A complete and total failure of leadership from the federal government.
If anyone asks how it's going in the black community, you tell them we're rising.
And welcome back. My name is Rodney Coleman. I am the host of Sports Roundup here at Greater Memphis Media. And I have the great opportunity today to co-host the Brian Clay Chronicles Judicial Series. So we're here today with a lot of the candidates for the judicial race. I'm here with the lovely Kenya Hooks, attorney Kenya Hooks.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so you're running for Municipal Court Division 1.
Correct.
Now, in my personal opinion, I think that a lot of our voters in Memphis are apathetic because they don't really know what they're voting for and what position, what is the role these positions play. So tell us a little bit about what Municipal Court Division 1 is all about.
Well, we're commonly known as your traffic court for the city of Memphis. We do, however, have jurisdiction over any violation of the city code. The city code for Memphis deals with the health, safety, and welfare for the citizens of Memphis. It is a very vast code, but 85% of what we handle is traffic related.
Wow. Well, I think the headline issue with traffic now is all the drag racing and all the speeding. I believe there were some over 2,000 fatalities and car accidents. What is your approach to try to deal with some of that safety issue with the drag racing in the city?
Well, as the chief prosecutor for the city of Memphis, when we get those cases in court, we do prosecute those cases. It is always our position that those folks should be held accountable for their actions. Now, I will say there are some loopholes in the law. Our jurisdiction in city court is a maximum fine of $50.
Oh, wow.
So we are a civil court. We are not a criminal court. So the consequences are a little bit different when you come to city court. We really don't have the meat in the law to hold someone more accountable for that. So the drag racing has always been an issue. It is very hard to curb that activity if the only thing you can do is assess them a $50 fine and court costs.
That's true, and there's speed bumps all over the city now because of the drag racing. Tell us a little bit about your background. I know the Hooks family is very prominent here in the city of Memphis, so tell us a little bit about Kenya Hooks.
Well, I am proud to be a member of the Hooks family. First of all, let me say that there is a very strong legacy of service in the Hooks family, dating back to the early 1900s with Julia Britton Hooks, who was known as the Angel of Beale Street. Her and her husband ran juvenile court. She is the grandmother of Benjamin Hooks, who we all know, who I had the pleasure of working for while I was in law school as a legal secretary. So just having that background of service in the Hooks family is something that I'm very proud of, and I'm looking forward to carrying on that legacy. I have been in Memphis for about 20 years of service to the community here in Memphis. An attorney, graduated from the Cecil C. Humphrey School of Law in 2008. I was an older law student at the time. I didn't go to law school until I was in my early 30s.
Really?
Yes, I had a career in banking for about 7 years right out of college before I decided to attend law school. But once I moved here to Memphis to attend law school, just immersed myself in the community, volunteering with various organizations, Junior Achievement, being a mentor for Memphis City Schools, on the boards of several organizations, Dress for Success, the Benjamin Hooks Institute at the University of Memphis, also a member of Jack and Jill. So that legacy of service, I've carried that on for the Hooks family and very proud to do that.
That's great, and that's quite impressive. And I'm sure the community thanks you for your dedication. So what is your quick hit list? What are some of the things that you are going to try to deal with immediately if elected?
So many things, but I'll give you my top two. Number one is technology. We are a high volume courtroom. If you've ever been down to city court and had a traffic ticket, you know we have a lot of volume in that courtroom. There are ways to incorporate technology where we don't need to have 400 or 500 people standing in line. COVID taught us that. You know, Zoom is an available option. People can log in and attend their court session and not actually have to come into the building. That's my first priority, is to get some technology.
Bring us into the new day.
Bring us into the new day. The second thing that I would like to focus on is really to help people understand the court system and how it works. We deal with mostly pro se defendants. That means someone who's unrepresented by counsel. They are representing themselves. And when you come into a courtroom without a law degree and you're facing an attorney, a prosecutor, and you have a judge who has a law degree, you're at a disadvantage. And I feel like as a judge in a judicial capacity, we need to do a better job of informing citizens of their rights and what happens next. If you plead this way, this is the consequence for that. And there are other alternative forms of punishment. We have driving school that we can send a citizen to, which helps everybody. They become a better driver, and then you're out on the road and it's safer for everyone. So I would really focus on informing citizens more about city court and how they can represent themselves effectively.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I want you to look right into that camera and, this camera, and tell those voters out there exactly why they should nominate and elect Attorney Kenya Hooks for Municipal Court Division 1.
You should vote for Hooks on August 4th because I am the most qualified candidate. I have over 9.5 years of experience working in the city court environment. I've prosecuted several hundred cases in the very courtroom for which I seek to be elected. There is no other candidate that is more qualified than me. If you want a brighter future for city court, look for Hooks. That's HOOKS. Look for Hooks on August 4th. Thank you.
Now you heard it, look for Hooks. She's running for that very courtroom that she works in, and I think that is something that you really need to consider. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back with the Brian Clay Chronicles Judicial Series. Back in 2.